Nite with Kendra and Dorsey. And here's your host, Kendra and Dorsey.
Hi, everyone. Hello. How are you all doing today? How are you, Zach?
I'm doing pretty well myself. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. I was at a Thanksgiving with no white people, which is much unlike the first.
Right.
So that was very nice.
Talk about things to be thankful for, right?
Yeah, I had to be thankful for that there was no white people with a really weird carrot aspic dish. So that was great. And then I think I came home and watched a movie while slightly drunk. I think that's what I did.
Not bad.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. We were a little busy over at my mom's house on and before Thanksgiving. So we did not have a traditional Thanksgiving meal, which I'm usually a supporter of. I am a defender of the turkey and stuffing against people who say bad things about it. But we had stuffed shells and meatballs and Italian food. And you know what? I could go with that, actually. I actually became one of the people who puts down Thanksgiving food after having different Thanksgiving food.
Zach Jones comes out bravely in defense of turkey, not the nation state, the food. I do like turkey, but I like it fried, and you have to fry it in a way that won't set your house down on fire, which my dad knows how to do. He's fried turkey for literally 10 plus years in my family, and it tastes really good. But I did not get turkey this year because I did not visit my father in Georgia. Right. I am not that into stuffing. I like turkey, but not stuffing.
Okay. We can't spend another 5 minutes on the show where I berate your food opinions. That can't be another segment on our show.
I recently ate soup, so you can't even come at me for that.
That's true. I saw you on camera eating soup.
Yeah, it's on my OnlyFans. You could everyone could apply. Just OnlyFans Kendra Dorsey. You could see me eating soup. I'm sure someone out there is into that. $3 per video. I'll even eat. I won't eat the soup of your choice because I don't like a lot of soup, but I will. I don't know. I'll eat something if it's not too gross, as long as it's actually food.
All right, fair enough. So, with all of that said, what else have you been thinking about this week?
Oh, I'll tell you what I've been thinking about, Zach. So obviously, I don't know if y'all have heard the news, but a new strain just dropped. As you were eating turkey and presumably arguing with people you are socially compelled to like because your parents bumped nasties a few decades ago, the COVID-19 strain Omicron was recognized and named in South Africa. That is, it's either Omicron or Omicron. We're not Greek. It's all Greek to me. So who knows? But scientists don't know the effects between this strain and others, and that's what makes it scary. It's so new, we don't know how it affects people individually. Virologist Alex Siegel told CBS News that this is probably the most mutated virus we've ever seen. This solidifies the fact that mutations are cool when it comes to the X-Men, but not so cool when it comes to life-threatening viruses. The Omicron variant was first seen and discovered in South Africa, but that doesn't mean that it originated from there. It's just that South Africa, as long as other countries in Africa, have been genetically testing new forms of COVID more than other countries. Despite this, countries like the US have banned flights from Southern African countries, and this didn't help because already here in the good old US of A, there has been a case of Omicron found today in the den of sin that is the Silicon Valley. Unfortunately, throughout this pandemic, African nations have been bearing the brunt of the pandemic and paying for the mistakes that wealthier and exploitative countries have made. We've seen this when it comes to vaccine distribution. There's a lot of places that are getting new variants because they have not had the same access to the vaccine that we in America do have, and not everyone's taking it. So that is really messed up and annoying. Of course, people are going to be like, don't travel to South Africa. You probably shouldn't go to Italy or really too many places this Christmas either. And just be careful out there. We're going to see what Omicron does. Luckily, it does seem that we will be able to create a vaccine that could target Omicron, but it is going to take probably another 5 days for scientists to know the effects. As usual, get boosted, get that vaccine, get boosted, wear a mask, and hold your loved ones safe. All right, back to you, Zach. Or back to these. Okay, there you are. There we are.
We're going to our commercial, right?
Yeah. Oh, you have a commercial?
Yes.
Okay.
Should be, right?
I didn't.
Hey, hope you're enjoying today's show. Today's Left Night is brought to you by a little housekeeping announcement. Starting December 1st, Left Night will be moving to Wednesdays at 8:30, meaning starting... Wait a minute, December 1st. Let me check my calendar. It's today. Huh. All right. All right, I fucked that one up. Well, so if you're watching this, if you tried to watch this Thursday, it's sorry, you can't. I don't know how you're seeing this now. I really fucked this one up, didn't I? All right. Well, then we'll try to play this next week. Oh, boy. All right. We'll figure something out.
No worries. Time is fake.
Time is fake. I'm sure somebody will know about this. There's people in the chat, right? People are watching.
Wait, actually, are there people in the... There's Pfeiffer says, congrats on your new time slot. Thank you, Pfeiffer. I appreciate that.
Pfeiffer.
Thanks, Pfeiffer.
So, very apropos, because we've gotten to the point of the show where our good friends in the chat can help us out by naming things that are happening this week. We're talking about all of the things that are happening this week. Let's start off with the as two people who are extremely online, I think we could talk about how CEO of Twitter, the friggin' Bird app CEO Jack Dorsey is stepping down or has already stepped down. So eat shit, Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, Jack Dorsey. He does not seem as bad as Mark Zuckerberg, but literally like baby Hitler doesn't seem as bad as Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. So that doesn't mean we need to give him any accolades. Right. Twitter also, still sucks.
Let's be clear. One of the reasons he's not as bad is because his app is less popular.
Also true. Yeah. And also I do like his I like his huge beard, kind of like found in the woods chic. Not saying that he's a good person. He probably sucks, but
it's kind of like a Silicon Valley Amish look.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yes. They only use C++, no other computer. Anyway, Jack Dorsey is leaving. I think he said some like polite mumbo jumbo in his like letter that announced his resignation. Hopefully, I mean, Twitter still is a place where like Black people and or women and or anyone who is not considered a person in white supremacy's eyes are harassed daily. They don't always do anything for it. There's been like rumors that the new Twitter tip thing is actually a way to like get sex workers off the app, because people will like tip them for like, hey, like thanks for that video of you eating soup. And then like it'll get reported. It's still not a great app, but unfortunately there are only 4 websites that people really spend time on. Yeah. And Twitter is the place where I have a giant Succession group chat. So I'm not going to thank Jack Dorsey. A new man has stepped in his place. I think his name is Perrog. I forgot his full name. I feel so bad. This is racism.
He's CEO of Twitter. You don't have to feel bad for him.
I mean, yeah, but I want to get his name right. Okay, Perrog Agrawal. That's his name. He stepped in. He is going to be the new like hashtag ethnic boss, I guess. Like he's probably going to do something problematic, but he is a minority. I don't think that makes Twitter woke, though. Please do not call Twitter woke. But I think some people are already mad at him because he doesn't like Modi.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
that's like bare minimum.
That's a sort of very baseline type of.
Yes.
Yes.
Very baseline, bare minimum.
Yeah, and people pretended to be mad that he had like an old tweet about. First of all, he didn't have very many tweets at all. Which
he doesn't use Twitter.
Yeah, if you want to talk about representation, there needs to be some real poster representation in Twitter.
There needs to be a shit poster like me.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I would have, if they asked me, I would have suggested you for the role. But
thank you.
But yes, the person who really is going to understand the needs of the Twitter user is going to be a true poster, not some guy who doesn't use it.
Yes.
But people pretended that they were mad about something he said about white people being racist.
Which they often are.
Yes. Yes. It was also like the most weak, like lib, like Occupy Democrats, like way of talking about racism.
Yeah.
Like the way that like they like white people sometimes feel like they need to be racist, like they have to show how not racist they are. They mention a way to be like racist to another group, like Muslims, as a way to show that, oh, what if we were racist like that towards white people?
Yeah,
and that is completely unnecessary. But people like pretended like they were mad about that for like 9 seconds, and then they moved on.
Yeah. Also, update. I've been looking this up. His name is not Perrog, it's Perrog. My apologies. Perrog Agrawal.
Okay.
It means pollen. That's kind of cute.
Pollen?
Yeah, according to Wikipedia. Which is kind of cute. Like, I like pollen. That's good. Well, that doesn't mean that he's a good person. It just means his name is nice. Anyway.
I'm allergic to pollen, so.
Okay, so you're allergic to the CEO of Twitter.
I am.
All right, that's fine.
I'm not allergic enough to stay off of the cursed app.
You're just gonna have to take like Benadryl each day.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. The way that I would, if I had any severe allergy, the way I would probably deal with it. just like not avoid anything and just like, whoops, better get out my EpiPen.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, what else is going on this week?
What else is going on this week? So the Lauren Boebert a fake apology tour where she can't stop being racist. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I have heard about this, Jay Leno. Yeah, so apparently she said something mean and racist to Ilhan Omar, which, you know, that tracks with her. But apparently she's like trying to prove that she's not racist and being more racist in the process.
Right.
Which is bizarre.
So she got in trouble for it. So this is the funniest part about this is that it's not that she's getting in trouble for saying it as much as she's getting in trouble for talking about having said it at what I think are like donor dinners and stuff like that.
Ooh, oh yikes. Okay, I didn't even know what she said. I mean, I'm sure it's like rude and unrepeatable, but I don't know what she said.
So yeah, it was something about getting in an elevator with Ilhan Omar and then seeing a White House or a congressional security person come by and saying to the security guy, "Don't worry, she doesn't have a backpack." But so
yeah, that's racist. Also, okay, yes. Recently the people on Lauren's side are the ones that I am afraid of if I'm in the elevator. I'd be
right, which is very yes. You're absolutely yes.
They're the ones that have been like, you know, leaving Ilhan death threats. You know, like I'd be that's why Ilhan has like mad security. Like it's
right.
Okay.
Yes, I mean yes. We're all familiar with the give Ilhan a Gundam meme, but like she
didn't respond to. Yes.
And so, but the funniest part about it to me is that I don't think she ever actually said this. This is like a sort of like after the fact, like oh, wouldn't it have been cool if I had said this to her when I was there? And I'm going to tell these people because now there's like videos coming out showing that she said this like in September at a different function, and like possibly had been repeating the story going back months and months, and she just thought it was like it's like a very like sort of like Maureen Todd sort of story of owning the atheist professor, and then everybody clapped. Like it's very like fake. Like, oh, you know how epic I was in this one conversation I had. So that's what and what's even cooler is that the type of people who give her money just eat that shit up. Like, oh my gosh, you're so cool. Here's another like. It's hard. It's hard to it's hard to overestimate how uncool all of these people are.
Yeah. Like, in addition to be incredibly violent and like, like very having ideology and rhetoric that's openly openly violent towards large portions of the population, they're also really uncool. They have the energy of like, they kind of have school shooter energy a little bit, like.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, but not even like sympathetic. It's like kind of like, oh, this kid was a dick, and then people were like, stop, and then he came in with the gun. Like, that's them.
Yep. Yeah. So Warren Buffett, fuck off. Also fuck off. Our favorite Bozo brothers are back in the news again.
The Bozo Bo Bros.
The Bozo Cuomo, the Cuomo Bozo Bros.
The Bozo Cuomo Bo Bros that everyone thought Cuomo was a bro before we realize
he's a schmuck.
That he turned into a bozo. Yes.
Yeah. So big bozo Andrew Cuomo. It turns out his bozo bro Chris was giving him intel that he was finding out through CNN sources about the women who were accusing him of being a creep and such.
Mm-hmm.
It's very very much the type of thing that people really like to say this sort of uncashed idea that the U.S. has like a free press or like media, like the media is allowed to do whatever it wants, and which is true to a certain extent. But the thing is that the people in the media, what they want to do is protect their pervert brothers who are killing everybody in New York.
Yes, and like protect them against like credible accusations of sexual harassment. Right. There are a few people online who are like, well, I don't think we could blame Chris because, like, if I had a brother, I'd do the same thing. First of all, I'm an only child, so I have no concept of love. But second, I think I would defend my sibling if, like, someone beat them up. But if my sibling created an environment of sexual harassment for years, I'd probably be like, hey, bro, cut it out. Like, bare minimum. That's my
right. It says a lot about power. And also, like, some of the people who are consistent bozo defender Matty Iglesias was one of the people I saw saying, like, oh, if my brother was in trouble, I would defend him too. And it's like, yes, Matty, I would also like to see you be fired and not be, like, indefinitely suspended and not come back. So, yes, if you defended your brother, I would agree. You should also go away.
Yes. So, another point to help Matty Iglesias go away, do not respond directly to his tweets or quote tweet him. Take a screenshot and then make fun of him. That's what you got to do. That's what I did with Breitbart earlier this week.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I can't help but say things just because there's someone...
They're banking on that. They're banking on that.
Because, like, the thing about, like, Breitbart is not going to read the comments. Breitbart doesn't read their own comments. But, like, Matty is such a online person that I know he reads a great deal of things that are replies to him.
Maybe, yeah.
So I just really want him to see me make fun of his weird little egg face.
You want to own him online?
Yes, I want to own him online.
Okay.
Oh man, why are we going? So little court report going on. We have two things. One is the Ghislaine Landry or Ghislaine Maxwell trials. I keep saying Ghislaine.
Is that how you say her name? Where is that name from? What the fuck is that name? Ghislaine? What is that?
I think it's pronounced like Elaine. I think it's like French.
No, if that's even fucked up for French. I'm sorry. Okay. Once her mama named her that, we should have known that she was going to be trouble. Okay,
she also comes from a very rich, awful family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
that's a rich name. It's like, okay, we have enough money. We just expect people to fucking pronounce it right, even though, like, how do you? Okay, sorry, I'm complaining about this name. Keep talking about her.
Yeah. So there's not much to do with that trial yet. It's still all starting up. But we did have the other court things. The Supreme Court really seems like they're ready to ban abortion or to repeal Roe v. Wade, which, and I don't know if you saw the Senate Democrats' response,
which was vote for us. It's like, shut the fuck up, dicks.
Vote in December.
It's like, how about you actually do something?
Yes.
Once you're elected, it's not like people aren't voting for Democrats at all. Democrats Democrats are worthless. Yes. What we're going to have to do, unfortunately, is maybe just learn how to, like, the way the Democrats are moving, we might just have to learn how to do the poking fucking wire hanger abortions, because no one in this country actually cares about people. Or we could blow some Omicron to like half the Supreme Court and see who's. Sorry, we're probably gonna.
Well, here's what I think you should do. I think you should be sure to meet with Democrats and Democratic strategists and your local Democrats, and while you're in their offices, steal anything that looks valuable and then sell it for whatever scrap money you can get at like a pawn shop or at a scrapyard, and then donate that money to an abortion fund. And
that's probably the most helpful.
Will do way more to help help with legal abortion than any sort of voting for Democrats. Is just steal their stuff and sell it.
Unfortunately, you're not fucking wrong. I haven't seen the Roe v. Wade stuff because I haven't seen it yet, just because like I know people have been talking about it, but yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah. It's like, and also I feel like people were saying literally 2 years ago, it's like, oh yeah, the Republicans are probably going to want anything regarding abortion to go to the Supreme Court so that they could actually strike it down. This country reveres the Supreme Court in a way that is nonsensical. It is a bunch of old weird people elected by whatever fucking weirdo decides to be president. They are not perfect. They have dumb ideas about the Constitution. I don't know that much about the Constitution, but anyone being like, yeah, corporations are people, that's dumb. Anyone being like, yeah, we should not update this Constitution, even though we live in a much different society than the people who made this Constitution. Like, now we have AK-47s and Black people arguably have more rights. Like, that's dumb to be like, no, we need to like strictly do whatever the fuck the Constitution says. The fact that this
an objectively bad document, just even like just very like before we even get into like the very basic, like the Senate is a bad institution. It's a poor way to run anything.
Yeah, the Senate doesn't see. Yes, there's a lot wrong. But for some reason, we are just keep fucking defending these fucking geriatric people bought out by whoever the fuck, being like, actually, I don't want people with uteruses, all of whom I'm going to see as women because my fucking non-binary, I don't trust my non-binary grandchild. I don't want anyone to have control over their families or family planning or reproductive health. Mm-hmm. Like, it's literally fuck this country. Anyway, do you have any closing remarks?
I'll save. I think those were pretty good. Fuck this country is a pretty good note to end on. I'll save the remarks that I had written because we're out of time for next week. But I will give a little teaser to those who want to tune in next week. I may or may not be joining K-Hive next week.
Zach loves girl bosses.
Yeah.
Zach listens to all the black women in his circle, and that's who he asks all the black women he knows, who are you voting for? And that's how he chooses a president. And any of them that disagrees with him, he just ignores. Because all black women think the same, right? They all think the same. They all think the same. It's fine.
Your words. Let the stenographer show whose words those were. I guess before we leave, we should tell people to stick around and check out Rachel's show.
Yes, you should stick around, check out Rachel's show. It's very funny. And I think that's about all we have to say. Please let people know about lefties. That's what I've decided our name is. Please let people know that we're in a new time slot. I'm probably going to take some clips and post it on TikTok and see how many death threats I get. So tune in next week. We'll see what happens.